Video is going to be one of the most important videos that I make because it really does shine a light in one of the most confusing things about human nature. And it's as soon as we move on, for some reason, the person who we've been trying to get to fall in love with us gives us what we want. And there's a real psychological phenomenon going on here, and this happens more where certain types of people, and usually these are the types of people that we find the most interesting. And there's a weird reason why. Look, and this is actually something I'm gonna include this in my one of my courses for women. Is called the Feminine Woman. I'm updating the one of the sections, and we're gonna be talking about the void and how the emptiness that people feel, how it creates mental phantoms that causes them to fall in love as soon as you back away. It's truly something psychological and truly something, in my point of view, mind blowing. All right. And if you guys want to work with Father Alex one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can book a one-on-one phone with me today by just going to my website right here. And here you guys can book a 15, 30-minute and 40-minute call by just, you guys just go right here, and there's a 10-minute calls are 75, 99, 150, and we got the 1 hour call, and we even have packages. Okay, I'm available, so if you guys purchase it today, you guys can talk to me possibly tomorrow. Okay, now let's begin with the video. Now look, the first thing you have to realize is that some people are attracted to those who inflict pain, for the simple being that some people are born with emptiness. They feel an emptiness that causes them to gravitate towards anything that stimulates any feeling. That emptiness is born out of, maybe they're born with it, meaning they feel no emotion. Sometimes they could be sociopaths and psychopaths, but also they could be so traumatized as children that they use escapism to not feel their feelings. And so they might be really creative people. They might be the type of person that distracts themselves with basketball, for example, with sports. They might be highly successful people, and they might become workaholics because the emptiness is so painful that distraction causes them to feel better. The pain that you inflict in this case is hope, right? Meaning they fall in love with the fantasy. They are so used to fantasizing because the pain is so intense as children that they fall in love with those who makes them fantasize. Usually the ones who makes us fantasize are those who would never come back, or those who are inconsistent, because we wonder what would happen if they would be consistent. As soon as a fantasy gets real, meaning as soon as you give them what they want, they're so used to being in a fantasy world that they get turned off, and they go back to those who could create more fantasy, meaning those who could keep them chasing, those who could they could win over and fantasize about winning them over. These people will naturally return to their habit as soon as they have you of fantasizing and obsessing over what they don't have. People, this channel is not about hype. This channel is about bringing you the real thing. And these people are all about fantasy. And you can see it because as soon as you open up to them, as soon as you're real, they get a little scared. They're not used to connecting with people because they're so used to being in their heads that reality is uncomfortable. So once they feel like things are done, once you move on, nostalgia exaggerates their memory of you. When things end, something happens to the thing that ends in your mind, it becomes enhanced. Remember, the brain works through contrast. Whatever is dead on the outside world becomes alive in the mind. Whatever is alive in the world into this person is dead in their mind, and the only way it becomes animated is through that very thing leaving. This is such an important thing, the contrast principle of the human brain. That whenever they have something, they think about not having it or having something of its opposite, and this is chronic. This is something that's very chronic on those who are needy, on those who never got the validation from their parents. That's why it's so important to observe their childhood dynamic, because it could tell you a lot. I'm telling you, man, look, man, like, I'm excited to teach it. I'm not even hyping up that course. I'm just saying this. I haven't completed that course. There's a silver section, like there's tiers, right? There's like the basic course, then there's like a silver, and then there's a gold. I haven't completed the silver because I just haven't thought about something worthy, and this thing is the worthy part. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. So the nostalgia will exaggerate, and if you fall for that, you're like, oh my god, they finally like me back. Oh my god, I'm gonna go back. Don't fall for it, because they're only in love with the mental fantasy. Most likely, a lot of these people never really connected with their parents. When you don't connect with your parents, they don't really soothe you. When you don't, and so they're just used to the fantasy. These are the types of people that hate their parents alive, and as soon as they die, they realize how much they miss them. Look, I'll be honest with you. When that happens, I don't even blame the kid. You got to blame the parents for not creating that connection as children. So the nostalgia will exaggerate how amazing you are. You restrict access to them once you move on. Sometimes knowing sometimes knowing that they're able to contact you, sometimes knowing that they're able to have you back suppresses the emotions of love. Sometimes knowing that there's limitations, that they can't have you back, that thought doesn't soothe them on the inside, and so they'll start to seek you. Knowing that you're always going to be there is validation enough to suppress those feelings, the feelings they have for you. The sense of competition. Once they know that you move on, that you found somebody else, they get in what I call a sexually competitive state, where they'll want you out of pure vanity, out of pure low self-esteem. Where if they see other people happy with you, they'll want you. It's like people who want kids. They'll want kids because they see other people have kids. As soon as they have kids, they realize that they didn't want that. This is what's activated. A lot of people see reality more beautiful in their minds. Once they see reality, they realize it's not what it is. It's because they're disconnected from reality. The emptiness causes you to get out of the world and be in your own mind. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, man. This is some deep shit. Like, this is to me, when I figured this out, and I figured this out through texting, through the WhatsApp group that I have with my courses, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. When they feel down, and by the way, people, there's a free gift. I forgot to tell you guys, man. There's a free gift that I have for you guys. I'll tell you guys at the end of the video. When they feel down, when they feel sad, when their self-esteem is low, especially when there's lack of validation from you or from others, the thought that they can have you won't soothe them. Realize some people don't come back to you. Some people don't chase you simply because they know you're there. They know you're still available. As soon as they know you're not, that thought doesn't make them happy, and so they have to chase you. This then increases the pain of the emptiness they feel inside, making them wanting to see you as a way to self-soothe. This is a mistake if you accept that. They're just sad and momentarily unhappy, and they're seeking something to soothe them. And they have associated you with a parental figure they never had. You soothe them, you make them feel better, you raise their self-esteem. They will lose interest eventually, because in their minds, this is actually true. They see you as a parental figure. You make them happy, even though they keep you at a distance. It reflects the dynamics of their childhood. And last but not least, pre-selection, right? Let's move this up a little bit. Pre-selection, where humans want those who others want. Children look at what their parents want, and they desire what their parents desire. Because as a child, you don't know what's good for you, but you can use the wisdom of their parents and see, okay, if my parents likes this, I'll like it. If my parents don't like that, I won't like it. It's a really good way for a child to develop premature wisdom through observing other people, right? And you internalize those desires, and you have it. Well, the human animal is very similar, especially those who have low self-esteem, those who never got validation. They'll want what others want, and as soon as they have it, they'll lose interest because they don't really know what they want. They don't really know that I want it. What's really happening is that you only want it because of your low self-esteem, not because out of pure desire. And these are the types of people that jump from relationship to relationships, love addicts. Truly a mind-blowing concept that I believe explains a lot of the inconsistency. And this is why it's so important. Wow, you guys are really buying my courses today. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? You guys are, it's crazy, man. Yo, it's crazy. Like, anyway, It's important to judge a person by their self-esteem and their family dynamics more than by their looks. Their looks will only give you temporary satisfaction. How they were raised and their attachment styles was really going to dictate the happiness that you have with them. I was listening to The Godfather, the audiobook. And if you guys listen to the audiobook, the first scene is of Frank Sinatra, but the Godfather version was with this girl. And this girl was antagonizing him. And he was beating her up, but he was hitting her here. And he was like, "Don't hit me, don't hit me in my face because I'm beautiful." And he was hitting her, right? And she was like, "You can't hit me. You're a bitch. You can't even hit me hard. Look at you. You know you want to stick it in." And in the book, they said that the guy wanted to punch her, but then when he saw how beautiful she was, he stopped. But then he felt hatred towards her, right? That's really a lot of people's relationship, where they're only with it because of out of ego validation, the fact that you're beautiful, but I hate you. This is all vanity. And a lot of people's relationships are based on that, where you're with them because they're beautiful, you're with them because people validate you, but deep down, you hate them. And a lot of these dynamics, that same guy that's hitting that girl, as soon as she finds another guy, he's gonna think he loves her. It's like he doesn't love you. He hates you. You just validate his ego because you're that beautiful. And you deep down know that he doesn't love you. And you secretly resent that, and that's why you're such a bitch to him. You want to hurt him. People, there's so much depth in this. So much profound, so many things that happen unconsciously that we're just not aware of. For some reason, I'm seeing it, and I've never seen this before. It's mind blowing me, to be honest with you, and I cannot wait to just go finish this and just make that part of that course, man. I'm not upselling you guys. I'm just excited, to be honest with you. Man, that's crazy. Isn't that insane? It's just people, their egos masquerades as love, and that's problematic. And remember, ego is usually because out of insecurity. I can't make myself happy, so I gotta get other people's validation to make myself happy. And so you'll never truly know what you want. Don't be careful with people who are ego driven. These are the famous people. These are the boss bitches. These are the men that have all the money and power. These types of people that you go after, who everyone wants and who everyone feels like they accomplished something getting them, that same person feels empty because they know the love they're getting is not enough. The love they're getting is not real love. And so they'll resent you for it. That's why I tell people, man, go for king of the hill types of relationships. A simple Tom and Hank and Peggy, simple. He's not famous, he's not big. There's nothing crazy going on other than the fact that me and you are relating in a raw way. We're seeing each other every day. And maybe the sex is not crazy, but Jesus, am I comfortable with you? The problem is that if you're ego driven, that's not enough. You feel that emptiness inside. That's why I tell people meditate. That's worked for me. You guys saw my videos starting off. You guys can tell I'm was a superficial person. Still am. But you guys can tell that the more I've meditated, the more my views have changed a lot about things. And it's not an act. You guys have seen it. You guys have seen it. This whole thing has never been an act. This has been a real expression of a human being that's flawed. And now I'm starting to see things that I've never seen before, and I'm excited, extremely excited to show you guys this. And I really hope I can help you guys because at the end of the day, I have a lot of love for you guys. The messages you guys send me on a daily basis bring so much joy to me that you guys have no idea. It's something that money cannot give. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, you guys be safe. Check out my free book, my free ebook. So I can advertise to you guys. But you get a free ebook, all right? It's a free audiobook on how to make him chase, and you get a free PDF chapter of that book on the chapter on the hot and cold formula. Check it out on the description down below. Just put your email there, and I'll send you an email. And there, you guys will also get weekly emails where I give you guys value. I'm gonna give you guys value. You guys know I don't fuck around, man. Anyways, you guys be safe, man, and much love to every single one of you guys. Stay toxic. Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits
and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman. What I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times, just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times, my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say, and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico, and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, "What you talk about your kid? That's not my kid." She's like, "No, no, no, because of him, because of your videos, he's here." And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a thing. But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually, or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable. All right. And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos. Okay. Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.